week and for the remainder weeks of the weeks until the end of the school year, we're going to talk about different Olympic events. The Olympics will happen in Tokyo this summer. They were supposed to happen last summer, but they were canceled due to COVID. So we're going to talk about the Olympics in Tokyo, and our focus today is going to be on boxing. A couple of things about the Olympics. The first Olympic Games took place in the 8th century BC in Olympia, Greece. The first modern Olympics were held in 1896 in Greece. Women have been allowed to compete in the Olympics since the 1900s. The Olympic torch, which is used in the opening ceremonies, is lit the old-fashioned way in an ancient ceremony with a mirror and using the sun's rays to kindle the torch. From there, the torch starts its relay in the host city, which for us would be Tokyo this year. It is usually carried by runners, but has traveled on a boat, on an airplane, on horseback, on the back of a camel, via radio signal underwater, and in a canoe. The unlit Olympic torch has also been taken to space several times. So the games this year are going to open on July the 23rd, and the last day for competition will be August the 8th. There's going to be 33 sports. Today we're discussing boxing. Men's boxing was first introduced in the 1904 Games, with women's events added more than a century later at the London 2012 Olympics. Boxers compete in 3 3-minute rounds per match. Winners can secure their victory by either knocking out their opponent or receiving more points for punches than their opponent. And that's determined by judges. A skilled boxer blends defensive moves, which we're going to talk about today, and punches, including a jab, a hook, and an undercut, which we will also talk about today. Cuba is one of the strongest nations in boxing and have claimed 73 Olympic medals throughout Olympic history, including 3 golds at the 2016 Games. So we're going to talk about the types of stances. So the first is your orthodox, and in the picture, I used the orange poly spot to help better demonstrate the different ones. So you're going to have your right foot slightly in front of your left, hands up, knuckles facing the sky. So that's your orthodox. If you are a left-handed person, your left foot is going to go forward, and the same thing, knuckles up, thumbs out, facing your face. And this is if you're a lefty. The next one is crouching. So you're going to get in your stance with your feet apart, one foot slightly in front of the other, hands up, thumbs out, knuckles up to the sky, and crouch down. And the final one is a wide stance. So you're going to take those feet and you're going to move them further apart. Same thing with your hands in front of your face, knuckles up, thumbs out. Boxing defensive moves. Bobbing and weaving, slipping, and parrying. Parrying is something that we will also talk about when we talk about fencing in future weeks. So bobbing and weaving is when you shift your head up and down and side to side to move away from your opponent. So let's practice that right now. So you're going to put your feet in your stance, hands up in front of your face, knuckles facing the sky, thumbs out. So the first thing we're going to do is bob up. So that would be to move out of a punch from the opponent. If they were coming down, you might go up. The next one is to go down. So let's practice an up, down, up and down. One more time, up and down. Now we're going to work right and left. So we're going to move to the right and we're going to move to the left, keeping our hands in front of our face to protect ourselves. All right, one more time, to the right and to the left. Good. Slipping. By anticipating an opponent's punch, you have the choice to slip right or left. And once again, it's demonstrated by the spot. You can see in this one that my feet move. My right foot is right here by the arm spot. Oops. And then it moves to where both feet. So we're gonna get in our stance, hands up in front of our face, and we're gonna slide to the right. And we've done this before in different activities. We're also gonna slide to the left foot and then slide. You don't wanna cross your feet because you don't wanna fall. So let's one more time, hands up in front of your face, take a big step with that right foot and slide the left. And again, big step with that left foot and slide the right. Okay, now I'm gonna go through a different series and you're gonna listen and you're gonna do the one that I say. Ready? Bob down. So we bob down. Slide right. Slide right. Bob up. Bob down. Bob to the right. Slide to the left. And bob left. Bob right. Good. Parrying. This is when you deflect your opponent's punch and then you punch. So we're going to deflect with our right hand and punch with our left. Ready? Deflect, punch. Deflect, punch. Now let's deflect with the left and punch with the right. Ready? Deflect, punch. Again, deflect, punch. Good. We're gonna next work on our jab, and that's knuckles facing the sky, hands level, elbows tucked into your side. So get those elbows tucked in, get in your stance, and if you're right-handed, you're gonna use your right hand. If you're left-handed, you're gonna use your left. And you're gonna straight out, straight out. And let's do that for 3 more times. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we're next going to use a hook. And when we do a hook, hands up in our stance, our arm is going to come out and around. So hook. And let's practice our hook for 3 more times. Ready? And hook. 1. Hook. 2. Hook. 3. Good. And this next one is an uppercut. So what's going to happen is you're going to be in your stance and you're going to come from down by your hip or your waist and you're going to punch up to the sky. Ready? We're going to do that 3 times. Begin. Down by your hip and punch up 1. And punch up 2. And punch up 3. Good. Oops. All right, we're now going to look at some combinations. So this one's going to be jab, hook, bob right. So jab, hook, bob right. Try it with me. Jab, hook, bob right. Good. This is hook, slide left, jab. So hook, slide left, jab. Okay? Let's try it together. Hook, slide left, jab. Good. Uppercut, crouch, uppercut. So, uppercut, crouch, uppercut. And you try. Uppercut, crouch, uppercut. So that's all on boxing. I hope that if you're around this summer, that you take the opportunity to watch some of the Olympics that are going to be on the TV.